Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Katie and today I wanted to talk about my favorite ladies. In honor of International Women's Day, Women Supporting Women, which was actually on Tuesday, but I did not get the chance to film this until today. Still, every day can be Women's Day. Am I right? Am I right? So in honor of that, I wanted to talk about some of my favorite ladies. So I have like more well-known ladies, like booktube favorites, and then I have not really well-known or well-talked about ladies, but I think they're equally as important, so I'm just gonna go through them all, starting off with the first up I have here, Cassie Maddox from The Likeness by Tana French. Now, Tana French is one of my all-time favorite authors. Read her books. You will not be disappointed, but she writes adult mystery novels that take place in France, and the cool thing about Tana French is that her characters show up in other novels, so you can read them separately, but you'll see characters pop up from previous novels in the other novels that you're reading. Cassie Maddox is the protagonist of this book, but she was also in other novels that I've read, and she is just so kick-ass. On the Dublin Murder Squad, it is very much known as a boys' club, but Cassie Maddox has penetrated that barrier, and she is one of the only females to actually work homicide unit in Dublin, and she just kicks ass all the time. She's super smart, she's so funny and witty, and just, I love her. She is one of the coolest characters I've ever read in a perspective from, and read Tana French's books because you will not be disappointed. You won't, I promise you won't. I really think you'll like them. Next up here, I am counting because this is technically a book, and that is Veronica Mars from the Veronica Mars series. If you guys don't know, Veronica Mars was a TV show back in the early 2000s. It was on TV for 3 seasons when unfortunately it changed networks and then got cut, which is just like, huh. But then the fans started a Kickstarter campaign and there was a movie released back in 2014, and now there are books coming out and they are freaking fantastic. Veronica Mars is amazing. She's one of my favorite top all-time female fictional characters, and that includes TV, movies, books, graphic novels, etc, etc. I absolutely adore her. She's witty, she's snarky, she's super smart, she's like closed off sometimes, but she's also sweet and caring, and I just adore this female. Next up is a character from a fantasy series, and she doesn't actually come to her own until the later books, but it is Nezueda from The Inheritance Cycle by Christopher Paolini. Nezueda is the head of the rebellion in this world, and she is so amazing. She's so amazing. I don't even know how to describe her. She's so strong-willed and strong-minded and thoughtful and intelligent, and you guys are gonna see a pattern here because I really freaking love intelligent characters and intelligent females, but Nezueda is just like clever and creative and intelligent and beautiful, and oh my god, I love her to death. I love her to death. She's amazing. I have a few characters, and I'm transitioning a little more into the more well-known, well-talked about series, and I'm going to talk about a few females from this series, and that is going to be the Song of Ice and Fire series by George R.R. Martin. Starting with Arya Stark, who is bae. She is kick-ass. She is so cool. She defies the gender stereotypes of this world. She's also very smart and intelligent and really interesting and complicated, and she just kicks ass. The next character that I want to talk about is also a Stark and also equally as kick-ass in my opinion, which is the unpopular one, and that is Sansa Stark from A Song of Ice and Fire. This character holds so much in my heart. I just adore her so much. Sansa in this world is a traditional girly girl, and she clashes with Arya so much, but I love her just as equally. I just feel for her so much. She's this young character that is thrown into a situation that she should not have been thrown into, and she's virtually abandoned in an abusive relationship, and she emerges stronger and fiercer than ever, and I will defend Sansa Stark to my grave. Next up, I have a recent fave because I've just been pushing through this series, and that is Isabel Lightwood from the Mortal Instruments series, specifically in this book and in the later books where we get to see more of her perspective. I adore Izzy. She is creative, she is her own person, and she doesn't apologize for it. She won't apologize for liking the things she likes, for doing the things that she does that she knows are right, and she just slays. And next I have the ladies from Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I love Inej and Nina from Six of Crows, and I get a little Sansa Arya vibe from them because Nina, who is very girly, very proud of her curves, and very graceful and amazing and creative and wonderful. And then we have Inej on the opposite side, who is hardened and darker and stealthy and, you know, kick ass, but they're both amazing in their own right, and I just love the dynamic between these two ladies in this book. Next, I could probably make a whole video based off the ladies in these books, but I'm just going to mention them very briefly and then talk more about my favorite. And that is Hermione Granger, Molly Weasley, Ginny Weasley, Minerva McGonagall, and lastly, Luna Lovegood. Luna Lovegood is consistently one of my favorite characters in this series. I absolutely adored when she was introduced. Again, she is unapologetic for who she is, and I really, really, really love that. And she is quirky and bizarre, but also intelligent and clever and creative, and she just doesn't apologize for who she is, and I know that was probably not all of my favorite characters, and if I missed a few, I apologize. I will probably do another video that is just like this. I hope you guys enjoyed